Well, good Monday evening, Arklatex. I'm First Alert Meteorologist Jake Lambright. A lot to talk about with our forecast over the next couple of days, and one of the big changes we'll notice toward the end of the week is our next weather maker coming in. Now, one thing we will see behind this front, widespread across the region, will be noticeably cooler temperatures. There are some questions, though, about how many showers and storms that we could see later on this week and how much rain we could pick up. In fact, between Thursday and Friday alone, we could see amounts as low as 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch across the region, with 1 inch of rain being possible on the higher side of our rainfall totals. I am also watching the potential for a couple of strong to severe storms, not expecting anything widespread at this time. If we do see a couple strong to severe storms, damaging winds will be the main threat, and I also can't entirely rule out the chance of a brief, weak tornado. So here's a look at that severe weather outlook for Friday. Not expecting strong storms on Thursday at this time. However, Friday, there is a slight risk here, a level 2 out of 5 that you can see here shaded in yellow. That mainly impacts our eastern parishes in northwestern Louisiana, and this far out, they don't do level 1 risk. So there is the chance more of the Arklatex could be filled into a level 1 risk as we head later into this week. Of course, we'll have a better idea on that by the time the severe weather outlook updates come out on Wednesday. Like I said, when it comes to our rainfall potential, we could see very minimal amounts between Thursday and Friday's rain. Of course, we really need any rain that we can get as we're dealing with those ongoing drought conditions. If I actually zoom things out a little bit more for you here, you can see some of the areas. You can see the most amount of rain here across Louisiana, at least, are really areas south of Alexandria and then along the I-10 corridor that I'm highlighting here on your screen. Those locations could see about an inch or so of rain. So if you're taking maybe an early weekend trip out that way, the rain could have more of an impact for you out in that part of the state as opposed to the Arklatex. I do also want to remind you that we have several active burn bans across portions of the region as well. Even if you're not under a burn ban, I would strongly discourage any kind of outdoor burning as we are dealing with those very dry ground conditions, and fires could spread out of control very, very quickly. Here's a quick check of our John Harvey Toyota Skycam. This was recorded around 5:30 on this Monday evening. Traffic flowing very smoothly there along Benton Road. Also want to give you the first alert as you start your day on Tuesday. We could see some patchy fog out there. That's a look at things around Tuesday, 7 a.m. Not super dense fog expected for us in the Arklatex, but a few areas of patchy fog are possible. Your forecasted temperatures here as we go into the day tomorrow, you'll notice we're starting off 10 a.m. pretty strong there. Temperatures near 70 degrees. Highs tomorrow afternoon likely reaching the upper 70s. Got a high right now in the forecast of 78 degrees. That could potentially not too far away from tying our record of 80 degrees set back in 1956. Of course, that high temperature forecast tomorrow running roughly 20 degrees above our average for this time of the year. Also, as we go through the next 3 days, you'll notice high temperatures generally going to be around 20 degrees above our seasonal average. By Thursday, that rain cooling us down just a little bit into the mid 70s. With highs near 75 degrees. This afternoon, of course, was very, very nice. Highs there in the mid to upper 50s along Interstate 30. For us along I-20 and area south, we generally saw high temperatures there in the mid to upper 60s. Nacogdoches, one of the warmer spots there with a high near 72 degrees. Right now, temps cooling down. 56 there for DeQueen. Again, this is around 5:30 on your Monday evening. 62 there, Texarkana. 63 Marshall. 64 in Shreveport. 60 just down the road over in Natchitoches. Your forecast temperatures for the next couple of hours, you'll notice those actually increasing by a couple of degrees. That's thanks to an incoming warm front and some cloud cover to help trap that heat in. Here's a look at your lows tonight around the Arklatex. Some could be falling into the mid and upper 50s. A look here at your 7-day forecast showing temperatures again very warm for the next couple of days, but once that front passes on Friday, noticeable improvements to the forecast. Highs near 60 on Saturday, upper 50s for Sunday with highs back in the mid 50s as we head closer to Monday.